For being with us. I know it's early for you, but talk to me about Saturday night. Why is this a must-watch?
This is a must-watch because you have one guy that wants to prove to the world that he's able to jump weight classes and be up there with the likes of a Sugar Ray Leonard, like a Floyd Mayweather, like a Roy Jones, and so many others that have jumped different weight classes and tested their skills. This is a must-see because, both guys are relentless. One guy, power puncher, heavy hitter. Another guy will never quit and come straight ahead with the will to win. So when you got two guys like this in both with that killer attitude, it's going to be a great fight.
He's the most exciting because he is vulnerable, because he's not unbeatable. He's got crazy fast twitchies, he can box, but he's so aggressive and he's vulnerable enough to counters that it's actually excitement.
Floyd Mayweather and Max Kellerman recently discussed one of the most anticipated fights of 2026. Floyd leaned heavily toward Shakur Stevenson, calling him the superior fighter. He praised Shakur's elite defense, high boxing IQ, and well-rounded skill set, saying Stevenson is the best fighter in his weight class.
You got guys fighting between 130, 135, and 140. They stack, around that area. So, as of right now,
skills that pay the bills.
Well, the two guys, well, the biggest puncher, I feel, at the 135 will probably be Gervonta Tank Davis.
Mm-hmm.
But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down.
Max Kellerman, however, pushed back on that view. He pointed out that Shakur Stevenson is naturally smaller than many fighters in the division and isn't known for having one-punch knockout power.
Belt holder, but he's the naturally smaller guy moving up. He's not a big...
Kellerman argued that Teofimo Lopez is the more exciting fighter due to his explosive style and unpredictability. He added that the fact Shakur has the skills to beat Teofimo actually makes Teofimo even more dangerous and entertaining to watch.
I believe there's a chance the other guy can win, and that makes it even more exciting, to say nothing of the pace he sets, the level of action, the level of bombs that are thrown as he fights better opposition, the number that will be coming back at him. Yeah, he's guaranteed thrills for this.
Co-host Stephen A. Smith also disagreed with Floyd Mayweather's pick. He highlighted Teofimo Lopez's standout performance against Vasily Lomachenko, saying that based on that showing, Lopez would be his choice in a fight against Shakur Stevenson.
He's a champion. He's got a lot of heart. I respect where you're coming from with him because he's up there. But when I think about Lopez and what we saw against Lomachenko, we saw his boxing ability, we saw his elusivity, and we know what he's got in terms of power in both hands, and he comes forward. It ain't like he backs up. He stalks you too, and he comes to finish you. When I think about Tyson comparisons, when I think about knockout power, when I think about excitement, when I think about those things, I think about Teofimo Lopez. That would be my choice.
Kellerman then questioned Floyd Mayweather about Shakur's popularity. He asked why Floyd believes fans connect more with Shakur Stevenson compared to Teofimo Lopez, and what separates Shakur in the eyes of the audience.
How do you think he's been able to connect with a crowd? Because he draws real crowds when he fights. That's hard to do in boxing. He gets announced at Ravens games, and then he gets a big ovation, right? And now he's already fighting on pay-per-view.
His aura, people like him. That Main Street, he got a boyish look. He's very marketable. As far as when you look at him, he's marketable, but when the bell rings, he's a killer. And that's what people...
In an interview with Max Kellerman, Teofimo Lopez said he is fully prepared for a fight against Shakur Stevenson. He expressed strong confidence in his training, power, and game plan, saying he's motivated and ready to prove himself in this high-stakes matchup.
With this type of fight and this type of magnitude of a fight, I have everything and all the attributes to beat this guy. This is great, man. This is great for the sport. We're both going to come into a 16 fight, and this right now is...
While talking about the matchup, Lopez said he welcomes the clash of styles. He described it as his aggressive power-punching approach going up against Shakur's technical defensive mastery, calling it an exciting and meaningful test.
Are a big lightweight compared to him, but you like to mix it up. It's not like you have the longest reach and like to box from outside. You like to fight. How do you see this as a matchup of styles?
Style-wise and everything, I know, you know, they call them high tech. They do all those things like that, but I'm the type of fighter that I'll bring it to you. I bring the fight to you. And, you know,
Floyd Mayweather has long been a supporter of Shakur Stevenson's talent. He has repeatedly praised Shakur's skill, defense, and boxing IQ, and even said he would have loved to sign Stevenson to his promotional company.
You know, Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, I mean, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. And Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight the best they got out there. He's asking, can he fight the best? I believe his contract is coming to an end, so hopefully we can come together and I can take him to that next level and give him the fights that he want, and make the fights happen that he wants.
Reflecting that confidence, Shakur Stevenson has remained calm in pre-fight interviews. He's made it clear that his goal isn't hype or trash talk. Instead, he wants to deliver a dominant performance, defend his belts, and prove his skill clearly inside the ring.
Good to see you. A lot of talk about this fight with Teofimo Lopez, but the main thing is, what are you expecting to see from Teofimo Lopez? Anything you haven't seen before from him?
Nah, he's the truth. I understand what I'm getting myself into. I know that he's a great fighter. I believe that I'm the better fighter. So at the end of the day, come January 31st, we're going to find out.
A lot of people, when they talk about their opponents, look to disparage them. You don't want to do that. You call them the truth. You respect them as a fighter. What do you expect about him?
At the end of the day, I'm an honest fighter. I sit down, I watch, and I see who's good and who's not. And when I watch him, I think he's a great fighter. So me being honest with you, that's all cool. But at the end of the day, once again, I will come out victorious.
Big narratives surrounding the last fight was the whole Tom and Jerry aspect of it. We're expecting to see you stand in front of Teofimo Lopez. And
I can't tell y'all how I'm going to fight. Why would I tell you? If I tell you, that means I'm telling him. So at the end of the day, it'll be a surprise for him, and just come in on fight night and I'll be ready.
Okay, who else?
This is Johnny Boy. What do you do better than Tio?
I'm the better.
Analyst Molly Scott broke down Shakur's style and offered advice for Teofimo Lopez. He warned Teofimo not to fall into Shakur's defensive traps and urged him to impose his physicality rather than getting pulled into technical exchanges that favor Stevenson.
Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. And right now I'm going to break down what Shakur does very well, but also what Tio needs to avoid, and why this has all the makings of being an all-time great fight. We're going to start with the southpaw jab in the lab from my perspective in full detail. Shakur has one of the best jabs in the business, in my opinion, especially from a southpaw standpoint, because what he do as fighters has this rocky, back and forth place before they about to do offense. Shakur always catches it and hit you with the beautiful jab right there. He has a great measure of distance with it. And like I said, he has good timing with it because he catch when a guy wants to attack, you're rocking, you want to be front foot heavy, and the jab get there every time. He catches guys the minute that they want to attack from their front foot, and he stops their momentum with that very quick, snappy jab from a southpaw standpoint. This is something that Tio have to avoid, that quick jab. As you can see here, when Tio was going against Ortiz, he fighting the southpaw with your lead hand down. That's a tragedy. Why is it a tragedy? Because you're closer to their lead hand. And don't forget, guys, I just told you, Shakur has a very, very good jab. So that means Tio lead hand down, going into offense against Shakur, going with his lead hand down, he's open for the jab. And we